In Washington, D.C., U.S. officials say that the suspect worked very closely with the CIA in Afghanistan for years, that he was vetted, and the vetting came up clean.
He went cuckoo. I mean, he went nuts. And that happens, too. It happens too often with these people. You see them. But look, this is how they come in. This is how they're standing on top of each other. And that's an airplane. There was no vetting or anything. They came in unvetted. And we have a lot of others in this country. We're going to get them out. But they go cuckoo. Something happens to them.
Your DOJ IG just reported this year that there was thorough vetting by DHS and by the FBI of these Afghans who were brought into the U.S. So why do you blame the Biden administration?
Because they let them in. Are you stupid? Are you a stupid person? Because they came on a plane along with thousands of other people that shouldn't be here. And you're just asking questions because you're a stupid person. And there's a law passed that it's almost impossible not to get them out. You can't get them out once they come in.
Oh, does he bring up an excellent point? And asking that question, are you a stupid person? Boy, that is classic Trump. Well, from Mar-a-Lago, Donald Trump is commenting on the recent shootings that two West Virginian National Guard members near the White House were shot in an evil act of terror. He blames this on a failed immigration vetting, saying that the suspect was an Afghan national admitted under previous policies and demanding a full examination of all refugees and immigration from countries of concern, which I completely agree with. I think this is a fantastic time for us to start demanding a full examination of what we are allowing to stay in the country and to continue to exist. So with that, Trump has ordered 500 additional Guard troops deployed to Washington, D.C. That's right, 500 additional troops deployed to Washington, D.C. And we are going to protect that city, and we're going to send a message with those troops. We need to start vetting people.
And they came in, and they were unvetted, they were unchecked, there were many of them, and they came in on big planes, and it was disgraceful. And if you look, you'll see there was a law passed. It makes it almost impossible not to let them in, not to certify them, so to speak, once they come in. And they came in, and they shouldn't have come in. And frankly, the whole thing was a mess. The whole Afghanistan situation was a mess. It should have never taken place. If we're going to go out, and we would have gone out because I had everybody ready to go, we were going to go out with strength and dignity and precision. And we would have left from Bagram, and we would have kept Bagram, by the way, because of its very close relationship to China and where they make their missiles.
And he would have left with the billions and billions of dollars worth of military equipment. He would have left with Americans that were left behind. There would have been a whole different type of deployment and leaving procedure if it would have been Trump. Biden's leaving was such a debacle, and it was such an embarrassment. It's so crazy that it was the wool pulled over the eyes of the Americans by the media, because that should have been something front and center in terms of how bad he was leading the country. But back on course here, Trump's getting this thing situated, and we may be back into Bagram Air Force Base before you know it. Let's let the Commander-in-Chief go ahead and finish up here.
But when you let the people come in by the thousands and thousands and thousands, they made a terrible mistake. But they were incompetent, yeah.